Welcome to Camelback Conversations. My name is Pastor Cole. This is a podcast for Camelback Bible Church to equip, encourage, and inform our congregation on matters of discipleship, what's going on in the church, and ultimately how we can serve God's kingdom well. This is something new for us as a church, so I want to introduce you guys, the Church of Camelback, to our team. So we've got JJ and Isaiah. JJ does a lot of things around here. You've probably seen him doing some audio work in the background, helping get services going, things like that. And then Isaiah, you see him more at the front in the contemporary service, doing music and setup and everything that comes under that umbrella. So we're really excited for this. We're excited to serve in this way and to create something that will help our congregation. So a little bit about what this is. So what we're trying to do is serve the congregation here at Camelback. So podcasts can do a lot of things. They can go out to the world. They can go just to certain groups. This is one that's designed just for our church. And we're going to be talking about all things discipleship. So earlier I said we're here to equip, to inform, and to encourage our congregation. And there's going to be three things that we're going to do through this. We're going to encourage one another. And this involves member testimonies and member stories. So we have some amazing stories going on here at Camelback. People faithfully serving the Lord for decades. And we want to hear those stories. We want to hear what God's doing with our brothers and our sisters and how his kingdom is being advanced on an individual and corporate level. We want to inform the congregation of what's going on. So this is going to be ministry interviews. So there may be times where something big is happening in a ministry, and we want to make sure everyone knows what's going on. What's going on with Logos, with women's ministry, youth, college, Saints Alive, our discipleship groups, whether that be our small group ministries or if that be Sojourners, our Sunday morning Bible study, wherever that may be, we want to make sure everybody knows what's happening. This may be a mission trip interview. There's many things this could be. And then finally, there's going to be equipping. So we're going to have times where we'll have a sit-down conversation with somebody in the church. It may be pastors, elders, members, ministry leaders. It's going to take a lot of different shapes and forms, but we want to have some conversations about discipleship issues. What does it mean to do life together? What does it mean to read the Word together? What does it mean to mentor? How does that work? Where do I get started reading the Bible? What is the Bible? We want to cover all these things. And so this is another way that we're hoping to introduce information and to introduce conversations to Camelback, hence the name. And so we're really excited for this. We hope this is going to be an encouragement in your midweek, maybe on your commute or as you're doing dishes, or I don't know what that would be. But hopefully this is a way to encourage you, to equip you, and to inform you of all things Camelback. So with that said, I want to take just a moment and let everybody get to know you guys a bit more. Kind of some background for everybody is the idea of something like this had been brewing. There'd been little simmers. And then one day JJ came and he said, hey, how about we do something like this? I think we could serve the congregation well. We could do this. And I think it'd be really beneficial. And that was really exciting. And so that's kind of where this got off the ground. And so I want to take just a moment, if you guys would, to share your story with Christ. What kind of a brief version of how did we get here? Yeah. So JJ, if you want to go first, that'd be fantastic.
Sure thing, Cole. So I came here in November of last year, late November, and I was sinning much more than I am today. I'm still a sinner, and I still have to be well aware of that, like everybody else does. But my life has changed through the Holy Spirit. I felt very convicted at that point in time, and my sister was coming here, Rosie, and She told me that, hey, come to Camelback Bible Church. It's a great family of people to be around if you're interested in taking those steps in becoming a Christian. And I was baptized a few months ago, and it's been such a joy to be here with you guys. But really the greatness is in God, and I just can't thank God enough for what He's done for me.
Yeah, no, God is, and I still remember. I remember one of our first conversations was when you were getting baptized, and getting to hear your testimony and talk with you, and just to see that growth in your love for the Lord. No, I'm super stoked. How about you, Isaiah?
Yeah. So I grew up in a Christian household, but through a lot of just pain growing up, I decided to walk away and go into destructive tendencies towards myself, as well as just towards other people. If anybody's interested to hear more, I do have my testimony as my forearm sleeve tattoo form. But anyways, the Lord took me away from that lifestyle and understanding that there is peace in Him, and that we don't have to dwell on the things that have hurt us, or even choose the life that is this constant chasing of something, of chasing that peace, but that peace resides in Him. Just like Christ said in Matthew 11:28, "Come to me, all who are weary, and I will give you rest." So through his way of bringing me about into His peace, He dived me into music, and that's how I got involved with Alice Cooper's Solid Rock Teen Center. And through there, Mark Savall, who is related to the Savall family who comes to our church, he showed me Camelback Bible Church and recommended it about 2 years ago. So I started coming here and got involved, and it's been such a blessing being here. And the journey that the Lord has me on is just ever going, and the way that He has for all of us, just continued sanctification in Him and in His rest.
Awesome. Yeah, it's amazing how God brings each one of us here, right?
Yeah.
And the story of God working with us, right? And often in spite of us, right? That more often than not, the most beautiful things in the Christian life are the times where it was totally like we get to the other side of it and go, oh, now I see it, right? Like hindsight is 20/20, and hindsight is divine, because we're able to look back and say that's where God was acting.
Yeah.
So as we go through this project, and as we as we're sharing stories, and I'm excited to learn a lot along the way. There's almost every conversation I have around Camelback, I learn something new. Right, like Camelback is a constant wave of I had no idea about that. I didn't know. Right, hearing some amazing things, and so real quick here, just kind of as we're closing this conversation out, what's something that you're excited for about doing this? Like as we go through this, I think bringing our church family in to say, well, why? What makes you excited to do this? So maybe we'll go Jay. We'll keep our order. We'll go JJ first, and then Isaiah.
Okay. Yeah. Well, you guys, I'm really excited about. For one of the things that I love about Camelback is we have so many things going on. Mm-hmm. We've got youth group, Logos. We've got college groups. We've got our first service, our second service.
We just finished with the women's event today.
Yeah, it's fantastic. And this, I think, is one of the ways that we can sort of bridge those different things that are going on, and give people a chance to hear from people that they might not be hearing from on a regular basis.
Yeah, no, we live in these silos, and breaking those silos down. I like the word you used there, bridging, right? Like helping us come together, building bridges so we can talk. We can listen to this and then go in real life and have something to talk about together.
Yeah.
What about you, Isaiah?
I'm very excited for the community aspect and getting to know others that are coming here, as well as hearing the different perspectives, because my perspective is much different than yours, and just hearing all of us from every group that we have going on. It's going to be such a blessing to see how we can incorporate and help each other and be involved with each other. It's great.
Awesome. Well, as we're signing out, Camelback, we want to do this as an act of love and an act of service, and so any feedback, we're learning along the way, and so we are by no means experts in anything, and except for trying really hard. And so if you have any any loving feedback, or if there's topics that you think, man, that would be really cool, or a story to be told, or something like that, please reach out. We have, of course, you can reach out through the info page. You can email me directly. My email is cpeck@camelbackbible.com. I do work here. But we would love to, if there's a story or a topic or something like that, we want to do all things to encourage, equip, and inform our local body and our local church. So we're excited to invite you on this journey with us, and looking forward to seeing where it goes.